Hi everyone, and welcome to this short presentation of the Tormek T1 kitchen knife sharpener. Today we're going to talk about the machine, how to get started, but also how to transform a dull knife into a razor sharp edge with 3 simple steps. To help me out today, I have invited our CEO and also part of the innovation team behind the Tormek T1, Samuel. Welcome.
Thank you, Sebastian.
Great having you here. Could you please tell us a little bit about the design of the machine?
Of course. First of all, I would like to evolve a little bit about why we call this the first real kitchen knife sharpener for the home chef.
Good idea.
And unlike other simpler sharpeners or honing steels, this sharpens the entire bevel of the knife, not just the outer edge. So this is why you can say that you get a professional sharpness at home in your own kitchen without sending the knife away.
Great. And the design then? Where do you want to start?
Let's start with the patented angle guide. This is where you set the angle, like this. And beside that, we have the fine-grained diamond wheel. And on the other side, we have the honing wheel with integrated polish agents. And these 3 items reflect the 3-step method: set, sharpen, hone.
Great. If we move back to the angle guide, what can you tell us about it?
Yes, one smart thing is the magnet. This one collects the metal dust that comes from sharpening knives. And inside the clip, we have knife protection pads, not to scratch your knife while sharpening.
Great. The machine seems very sturdy.
Correct. It is a sturdy machine, and it's made out of cast zinc with a durable powder coating. And we have also a nice wooden handle, in this case oak.
Perfect. When you buy the machine and you want to get started, is there an assembling or any preparations you need to do, or how does it work?
Not really. It's ready to use. One thing that you need to do, it comes with a yellow paper inside the angle guide, and this indicates where to put your knife. So very important to understand this, but just pull it away and the knife goes in here.
Great.
Plug it in and we're good to go.
Easy as that.
As easy as that.
Great. If we move forward to the actual sharpening process, we talked about 3 steps: setting the angle, sharpening, and honing. Setting the angle, what can you tell us about that?
First step, and you might wonder what angle to choose, right?
I think that might be a very common question.
One tip, a general angle suggestion is 17 degrees each side for most kitchen knives.
Yes.
If you also check with your manufacturer, they might have an idea what angle the knife is manufactured with, or you might have an own idea of what your preferred angle is, and then you just set the angle from the scale here. But we have another smart thing that we should suggest.
Yes, the marker method, am I correct?
Exactly. This is a method where you can find the existing angle. And this is one of the keys to succeed with your Tormek T1 kitchen knife sharpener. And the main idea with sharpening with Tormek overall. Use the same angle every time.
Yes.
Okay?
It's faster, you remove minimum quantity of material.
Exactly. And you wear down your knife as little as possible, and it's fast.
Sounds great. So, marker method.
Marker method. You color the bevel, both sides, like this. And with the machine not running, you put the knife into the guide all the way along and then pull it downwards and feel that it's touching the diamond wheel, and turn the machine slowly by hand. And then pull it out and check if you're on the bevel or not. And adjust the angle accordingly. So in this case, we're spot on.
You did a good job. And then we move to step 2. Sharpening, right?
First, turn on the machine, put in your knife all the way in at the top of the clip to the back of the knife, and then pull the knife gently, gentle pressure only, and move the knife back and forward and follow the shape of the knife. How many times?
Yes, that is a common question.
Yeah, and that is the thing with this step is that we aim to raise a burr, and that you can feel with your fingertips like this on the opposite side of the side you just sharpened. And the aim is to raise burr all along the edge. If you haven't raised burr, sharpen some more.
If you are uncertain of how burr feels, or if you felt burr, can't the magic marker method helps us here as well?
Absolutely. And we can see here from my sharpening that I'm not actually on the complete bevel here. So I need to sharpen some more. But I was definitely helped from feeling with my fingertips.
Well. Great.
So again, all the way in and be a little bit more accurate, back and forth. And how many times, that depends on how damaged your knife is. And definitely if you want to change the angle, you need to spend time.
Yes.
Otherwise, 5-ish turns each
5 to 10
side.
strokes.
So I would understand this is ready on this side.
Great.
Turn the machine around and do the same thing on the other side. And in this case, I like to use the same hand. I'm right-handed, so maybe a little bit support from your other hand. Only light pressure. Let the diamonds do the work.
And the speed of the knife back and forth doesn't really matter. You need to find your own pace where you're comfortable, right?
Exactly. Nice and easy. Slow. Take your time. And try to use the same amount of turns both sides, okay? So check again. Have the marker worn down. And that's about it, I think.
Am I correct? If you want to alter the angle, then you need more strokes than if you repeat the same angle, right?
Exactly. So this is very important to remember. Please allow more time if you change the angle or if you have a damaged knife from heavy use or other sharpening methods.
Great. Honing is where you really get the razor sharp edge, if I understood correctly. What can you tell us about the
Exactly. Move along to the honing part. And what's really important here is to have the wheel running away from you.
Yes.
So take it gentle, turn the machine off and on again and see and understand this is the way it should go. Put the knife on top of the honing wheel and draw a little bit backwards. And then you can hopefully hear and understand that you are on the edge. Do not hone too steep. That makes you round off the edge. But polish back and forth.
Also, sometimes there might come some residue from the honing wheel, but that is perfectly normal, I have understood.
Absolutely. That is how this works.
If you are a beginner or not really certain that you are really honing the entire bevel, can the marker help you once again?
For sure. I mean, you could absolutely color the bevel again and make sure you hone correctly.
You get an instant feedback in the same way you did with sharpening.
So again, on top, a little pressure, not too steep. Back and forth, and just to make an example, if we wore down the marker, not completely, so I need to hone more.
And when sharpening, you want to raise a burr. When honing, you want to remove the burr.
Exactly.
Correct? And how do I know that I removed the burr all the way?
I'll show you just shortly when I've honed both sides.
Yes.
And this as we suggest, spend some time here. And this is where the magic happens.
Yes.
But also to understand, if you didn't raise the burr correctly, you will not succeed by honing.
Honing, no. So both.
Both steps are very important. So, yes, understanding if the burr is completely gone, we can check with putting your knife edge into your nail and
Yes.
feel if it bites, and it did. And another method would be just gently, if you dare, put your knife at the very tip of your nail.
Yeah.
You will be very sensitive and you can feel the slightest burr left. In this case, I did succeed.
Yes.
If I felt some burr left, more honing.
Great. Can also cut some into something, perhaps.
Tomatoes, maybe?
Yes. If you don't have tomatoes, you might have a backup plan.
Paper.
Yes.
So
Great.
this is also a check. I would feel the slightest burr here as well.
Great. Thank you, Samuel. Should we recapitulate the 3 steps? First, setting the angle, then sharpening, and finally, honing.
Exactly. And also remember, use the same angle every time, very important. Raise burr all along the bevel
Yes.
and hone that away on the honing wheel.
And not least, our best friend, the marker.
Exactly. That could be used in all 3 steps to understand that you're doing things correctly.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Samuel. Thank you, everyone, for watching. If you want more information about the machine, please visit tormek.com. If you have purchased the machine, register to get your 8-year warranty. Good luck with your new machine. Thank you.